Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 16 in the 2020 Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing at Nurburgring Grand Prix for 15 laps, and we're going in to take a one-make category race by using the Pagani Zonda R 2009 for today. And this is going to be a perfect challenge. We'll be having a GTX, we'll be going on for having a Group X category. We'll be using for the racing soft or medium compound tires will be selected to be having a requirement. So make sure to check on the race details before we will get started. So now I'll have to get prepared to have a UDRS livery will be ready to go for having a balance of performance regulations will be all set automatically. Everything is all good by having the power and weight will be staying on for 100%. Since we've been always enjoying watching the GT World Tour back in 2019, to be taking part in Tokyo Expressway East Outer Loop to be in the rain conditions, because this is definitely might be the very best time out there for this season. So let's drive fast and drive competitive whenever we have to drive clean to do the most. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. The 2020 series of the Nations Cup is about to begin, and I hope everybody is about to get started out by having their own livery designs on the Pagani Zonda R. This will be an ordinary GTX challenge. Scheme Knight is now taking his first place, will be at the pole position, and here is Quarter 23 in second place. Third place is myself in the UDRS InSportTech livery, will be ready to go. Fourth place is Yard Jockey, so this one might have a nice red style livery, and Little Steels is now taking on in fifth place to be at the original design at the go. Black Magic Durin is now taking sixth place, and here's for the seventh place driver is Bloody Dorn 1887, so looks like he's about to get started out to begin. And looks like Kettle Punch is now taking eighth place to be at the go. And here's the ninth place driver, Monty B, with a nice awesome livery with a Pagani logo style on it to be in the title. And here's AKL in 10th place. Very good green Zonda R, and looks like Mr. Bosai is now taking on the Rotman's Pagani themed livery, just like a Porsche style classic. And here's Gotcha Fool 18 is now taking 12th place. Holomonics is now taking 13th place in the Monster Energy themed livery. And here's Shonak is now taking on in 14th place. So it looks like this is going to be good to see how this is very remarkable. And here's X-Close 413X in 15th place. BCM underscore Smooth is now taking 16th place. 17th place driver is KB, so he's about to get started out to have a nice race to begin. And here's Shooter 3871 is going on for having an 18th place to be at the start. Oil Pressure P7M5 is now taking 19th place. And the last place driver, Reeves Burger, in the anime themed livery style. Now this is going to be pretty awesome. 15 laps to be in the Nurburgring Grand Prix, so I hope this will might have to get started, taking a lot of good speed and handling performance. So we're about to be commenced at the rolling start to get ready. This will might have the third place to be at the ready for the UDRS InSportTech will be taking on in Quarter 23 in Scheme Knight. This will might take the battle will begin until right about now by taking the green light for go. So we are underway for taking the part in the 16th round in the 2020 Series Nations Cup. It's about to begin. Better brace yourself. First turn is going to be very risky, so no dive bombing this time. Better make sure this will might have that hard right will be going in on the handle. Quarter 23 is going to be stay well guarded to be at turn 2 after going in onto the first hairpin. Slide it in onto that third turn. keep going in onto the left, and oh man, looks like I just barely took that single contact by yard jockey. So looks like I'm going in onto the inside. Gonna have to make that good push up of horsepower. Side by side goes in, and this is gonna get a little bit more incoming turn. We'll be going on for the left. Yard jockey takes third place, and UDRS is taking on fourth place. Very good strategy struggle, and keep a good pressure of the mobility before we're about to be coming in to have that corner after crossing in onto the penalty line will be suitable as the main landmark. That's the very good protection detail for UDRS. We'll be taking on third place. So now we're entering onto sector 3. Gonna have to do some cornering skills by using the apex. So it looks like I'm going in to take the battle for third place to be well defended for InSport Tech. We'll be taking on for the Bronze Glory. Well, maybe this is definitely might be given the pronounced for it. So Bronze Glory is definitely might be the only name for taking on for having the third place driver will be going in. The gap distance will be closing in on yard jockey. Gonna have to be ready to defend it until taking on that chicane. Take that inside onto the first apex and goes in for taking the right step. Lil Steers is now taking on fourth place, and that one might brings Bloody Thorn 1887 is taking fifth place. Yard jockey is taking in onto sixth place after having it a little bit more risky onto the chicane. And here comes the first lap. We'll be moving on to the second part. This one might have to take wave number 1. We'll be able to begin. So that's just gonna go in and right back onto the first turn onto the hairpin. Just keep it nice and steady. Lil Steels is now taking third place after taking on to the first corner. It looks like Bloody Thorn 1887 is about to be coming in to close in onto my gap. Gonna have to stay well guarded. Make that left turn and going in onto the right. Wow, that was so close. Lil Steels is definitely might be trying to keep himself under control. And that one might bring Bloody Thorn 1887 is now in third place. Gonna have to take that left turn before enter to sector 2. Coming in onto the right, it looks like Kettle Punch is now passing in. This is gonna get a little bit more risky. Just gonna have to stay strong out there for myself, folks. UDRS is now taking the top 5 position whenever I had to stay on it to be doing a skill of an endurance. Moving on to sector 3. Still going on to reach up onto Bloody Thorn 1887. This is definitely might be having a good GTX race for having a 1-make category. Going on for having the left turn. Use the apex. Make that right turn to be going in by passing the boot limbs. We'll be taking the good direction. And now we are back into sector 4 to be in the second lap. Still takes on for the leading chase to catch up onto Scheme Knights in first place. Quadra 23 is going to have to be for a best ever lasted second place driver whenever it's going to be taking on for doing the best chance to be reached up in first place in no time. Take that outside corner for Bloody Thorn 1887. Still barely got the chance, and having an increased distance for only 1.3 seconds up ahead for myself in fourth place. Moving on to the third lap. And things are about to get going in for taking a nice, good competitive run out there. We'll be dealing with some incoming corners to avoid an incoming dive bombing from behind. Scheme Knight just barely took the fastest lap for only 1 minute and 53.193 seconds. In the original for the first lap, I bet this is definitely might be a very good monitor check out there. If anybody could probably have to post a comment for during this part of the competition. Kettle Punch is about to be closing in onto the ropes and moving on to sector 2. Taking inside corners on the apex is going to be taking the best advantage. We'll be doing the upper hand skill. While Bloody Thorn 1887 is going to be taking on the third place position, we'll be going forward to be reached up onto Quadra 23. He barely made that dodge by taking the outside turn, so it looks like he's still safe in one piece. Take that sector 3, we'll be moving forward. It's about to be going in. And oh man, looks like, there it goes folks. Looks like Quadra 23 just barely went off the track. This has to be putting in onto that replay to see it. This has got a lot of ways to take a good look out there. He almost had that chance to be in second place. We'll be taking on the Silver Glory. So now he might be ending up in 9th or 10th place whenever he's going to be stopping at. So this will might take that long recovery, but that will might brings Bloody Thorn 1887 is about to be taking 2nd place, while I could probably take 3rd place to be on the Bronze Glory, and Kettle Punch is going to be taking on for the runner-on to be in 4th place. Coming in to take that final corner, and still takes up for the struggle of ropes for Kettle Punch for myself. This is definitely might be having a little bit more short gap distance range after range of having a good slipstream out there. Taking 4th lap, it's about to be moving forward. Taking a single tap, take turn 1, and it looks like this is definitely might be a pretty good successful turn out there. Kettle Punch is now in 3rd place, and UTRS in Sportec is on 4th place. Better make sure that Get the Pool is about to be coming in, followed by Holomonics in 6th place. This is definitely might be having a one-party upcoming rush to be going in to take a 3rd place driver. Will be going in for having a nice epic battle. Gonna keep going. Take sector 2 will be proceed, and still going on for taking the chase on Kettle Punch in 3rd place. A 2nd Canadian driver is about to be taking on that corner turn. Just gonna make that right position to use the apex, so looks like he's gonna have to stay on it. That's the good ticket. He just barely used that apex to be taking on for that tires. That was a pretty good, excellent, remarkable skills to see it. And now moving on to the 3rd sector. This one might have that left turn before taking the right. Holding on to the brake for UDRS. Takes on for the struggle of ropes. That was pretty good. Just go on the full straight and make that right turn to be going in onto the next straight before taking on that chicane. Hold that brakes. I hope he can probably have to take that perfection. This has a lot of good reliable skills to be achieved. Almost there, just gonna have to stay well guarded defended to be in 4th place. Scheme Knight has definitely took the fastest lap for a while ago for only 1 minute and 52.965 seconds. He's still going on to take the lead, folks. He can probably have enough gap distance before Bloody Thorn 1887 is about to take the long distance chase, along with Kettle Punch in 3rd place. And even for myself, still takes on for taking the chase for every GTX driver in the Pagani Zonda R is going to have to take for only one ever long-lasting balancing skills out there by having a good start by taking the racing soft tires. We'll be doing the first step. Gonna keep going at it. Looks like Kettle Punch has almost had that skills to be loosened up on it. Just gonna need to stay on a good mobility position whenever it's gonna need to have a good focus on. Take that turn to be on that corner. Very good. Looks like I got him on sight for having a better view out there. Now he's entered sector 3 after leaving on to the 2nd sector. Pretty good progression out there, viewers. Always going to make a good balancing clean race whenever we have to stay on track. That was a pretty good obvious turn, but he still got this one. He can probably take 3rd place to be in the bag. So meanwhile, Scheme Knight is about to be pressed forward by taking the 6th lap after the end of the first wave. So it looks like this one might have to take for only 9 more laps to go, and several drivers, including myself, to be taking on for only 10 more remaining. This one might have a good, suitable, recommendable pit stop whenever we had to make a good stopping at. So this one might have lap number 9, we'll be doing the recommend signal call whenever we had to be taking a good check on the tire pressure check, including the fuel as well. Just gonna have to stay on it and use that apex at turn 1. Don't want to go over rev because that one might lose a balance to be prevented to be ending up hitting the barrier. There you go, just gonna have to stay on it. Make that right turn after going on for turn 3. Take turn 4 before coming in onto turn 5. Holomonics is now taking on 5th place. He's about to be closing in onto the gap. Just gonna have to stay on it before, if I could probably have to reach 1 second behind. There you go. Just gonna make a good aim on the apex. Just do the inside to have a nice natural groove. The art jockey is now in 6th place. It looks like Mr. Bullseye is now taking 7th place, and it looks like here's Quarter 23 in 8th place. So it looks like this is going to be his best theory of comeback whenever it's going to be coming in. We'll be right back onto the top position after taking that lost chance of a grip onto the previous lap ago. But this is definitely might be possible that best moment drivers, whenever they wanted to be in the top position, he can probably have to go for it. We'll push it to the limit. So now we're about to be pressed on for taking the 7th lap. Bloody Dorn 1887 is still kicks in, and that one might have Kettle Punch in 3rd place. But this is definitely might be pretty hard to tell for having the most best long distance for the top 3 drivers out there. This is going to be taking an ever long lasting ongoing battle to be on the rush. But I hope Kettle Punch could probably have to reach up onto Bloody Dorn 1887 in no time. But this one might have a good range example check whenever it depends on to be at 7 seconds. Oh man, looks like that was so close. That was barely took a single contact hit on the rear. The art jockey just barely pushed forward to take 5th place, and now he's dropped back down onto 6th place after Holomonics was been overtaken. Now this is definitely might be a very good ways to use that radar to be in case. Just going to make a good focus on that corner to be on the inside by taking the 2nd sector. Holomonics is on my tail for only 0.2 seconds behind. Gonna have to stay strong out there, folks. UDRS Insportec is gonna be in it. Oh, that was so close. Holomonics and the monster energy of the Pagani Zonda is about to take on with UDRS Insportec. So it looks like this is gonna be having a good livery themed battle whenever it's gonna be kick things up a notch. Looks like I'm going in for the chase. Gonna make that left turn. This is gonna be very good to see it. The monster energy of the Pagani Zonda R is still going on to take 4th place, and UDRS still struggles to take on the ropes. And looks like Mr. Bullseye is taking on 6th place to catch up onto my current position in 5th place. This is going to have to take a little bit more risky out there, so take your time, don't get yourself stressed out, and make a good precision skill level whenever we have to do it. It's going to be a little bit side by side before taking on that final turn. It looks like the monster energy just barely slows down while UDRS Insportec is taking on for the advantage. Now this one might have to take on for lap number 8 will press forward because the defense line on 4th place will be kicking in. Viewers, this is going to be the only long-lasting endurance to see which one is going to be the most 4th place driver to be part of this competition. The Pagani Zonda R is going to be the only challenging racing class to be part of a Group X category. GTX is the only name for this car whenever they have to be taking on for only the most lap times since the Nurburgring Grand Prix at the Nurburgring. Gonna have to keep going because I've already got 1.2 seconds behind. We'll be doing the best lining defense out there. Gonna have to keep up onto Kettle Punch to be closing in for only 5.3 seconds onto the gap. Lap number 8 is about to be going in, so gonna make sure to check the fuel map because we're at 25% remaining, and the tire pressure check on the Racing Soft compound tires is gonna get a little bit more depleted by giving a little duration effect. Just gonna keep going on the left. Gonna have a good strategy whenever we have to stay alive. Going in onto the left, it looks like Scheme Knight is now taking the first pit stop. So it looks like he's going in to use that Racing Medium compound tires to be using the sub by taking the start. And looks like, I bet he can probably have to use that medium compound tires, but no different color changes to be taking the symbol check. Gonna have to take that chicane. It looks like Bloody Dorn 1887 is about to be coming right in, so I could probably have to go on the port pit lane entry. This is going to be the only organized lineup to see how everybody really wants to do it. Gonna have my pit crew to come out and get prepared for changing up different compound tires, and the refuel will be needed to be in case. No gas and go, just have a very good organizing pit stop strategy that everybody wants to do it. So it's all set and good to go, and now I'm coming out to the pits, and this one might have 13 seconds of the stop duration for only a pit time for 18 seconds. Now I'm back in action, and this one might have a position will be dropped down onto 9th place. Kettle Punch and AKL is about to be going in by taking the battle for 7th place. This one might have to join the party for UDRS Insport Tech will be taking the action. Just gonna need to take that racing medium compound tires to be checked as promised. It looks like Crutter 23 is now back in 3rd place, folks. He can probably have to take his chance to be on the best moment of a comeback theory, but I hope he can probably have to take the bronze medal of glory whenever it's going to be reached up at the finish line. Uh-oh, looks like a yellow flag signal just barely called in a second ago. This is definitely not good, because this might have a very good recovery to see it here. And looks like Mr. Bullseye has definitely might take that penalty effect for only a 0.5 seconds. Gonna have to close in, because this one might need to take 1.2 seconds onto the gap. Going in to take that left turn, and looks like this is gonna be having a nice view out there. Yep, he just barely took a 0.5 second penalty. I bet this is definitely might be having an ignoring track limits. Maybe this might be having a good look at the replay. Well, bet that might be close enough, but this is definitely might be have a better ways to be very careful after the race is over. We'll be taking on to the next quarter. Mr. Bullseye is now taking the pit stop, so this is definitely might be a very good recommendable spot to be at lap number 9 before taking the 10th lap. 5 more laps to go out there, folks, and looks like this one might have a blue flag will be calling in, passing by. But this is definitely might be doing great to see how the fastest cars are about to be going in. Just gonna have to take turn 1. Moving on to take 8th place. And Kettle Punch is in 6th place, followed by AKL in 7th place. The 5th place driver is definitely might be going on to take the chase for the 4th place driver. This is going to be the only skill of an endurance chase out there, viewers. This is definitely might be pretty hard to tell to see it. But it might be possible after the race is over. A replay will be available if you really want to see it. But that is going to be a very good possible ways after the race is over to be part of the highlights. Coming right in to take on to Sector 2. Gonna have to be expected to have that yellow flag signal to be on further monitor notice to be in the HUD. Very good to take that nice corner hairpin. Going into Sector 3. Just be a little bit more careful and don't get caught up onto the sand trap. That one might chew our tires out by slowing down our speed. It looks like Shots on Chaz is now taking on 6th place out there, folks. This is definitely might be going in to have that good, excellent battle chase. It looks like AKL is taking the slipstream to reach up onto Shots on Chaz. This is going to be having a little risky to take that chicane. 3 cars are about to be going in to take that final corner. I bet this is going to be doing great. This is going to be doing well to see it. It looks like Quadra 23 is now in the pit stop. So it looks like he's about to be dropped down onto 7th place before I'm about to be going in to have that nice overtake space. Press forward by taking the 7th place. We'll be moving forward. And it looks like Holomonics is now in 8th place. I hope this is definitely might be doing well to see it. Quadra 23 is coming out to the pits, and I got him on my side. He's successfully well defended to be in the rightful position, folks. That's the ticket. This will be having a good challenge for UDRS Insport Tech. Will be taking on Quadra 23 in his very own livery design of the Pagani Zonda R. Gonna have to take a good strategy check out there. It looks like Holomonics is about to be joining in for having a 3-way battle for taking the 7th place. We're in lap number 11, only 4 more to go. This is going to have to take for only a few sector chances for every drivers out there. Just going to have to take some inside turns of the apex. It looks like Quadra 23 is about to be going in to reach up onto Kettle Punch in 6th place. Take that nice hairpin corner, we'll be going in onto the outside turn. Still almost had that chance after coming out to the pits. Taking on sector 3. Very good strong handling, and just gonna have to be a little bit more careful. Try not to get caught in the sand trap to be slowed down with our tires. Very fascinating job taking the left turn and going in onto the right and have that full straight to be reached up onto that nice angle corner. 4th sector is moving in, and everybody is about to be taking on that final corner once again, and Scheme Knight still takes on the higher road to be in 1st place. It looks like Yard Jockey is in 3rd place, and he's about to be taking the pit stop by using the Racing Medium compound tires would be selected. After using that soft tires, is definitely might be going for the first start. Shotgun Chaz is now taking the same pit stop along with Yard Jockey, and now this one might brings me in onto 7th place, viewers. This is going to be taking the best chance out there. Looks like I'm climbing right back onto the top position to be in number 5. Moving on to take the 12th lap. It's going to get a little bit more nearly there, viewers. Quadra 23 is about to be going in to reach up onto Yard Jockey in 5th place. But the battle rages on, and have that good mobility skills out there, because it looks like this is definitely might be having a struggle out there with Holomonics, including myself, for taking the 7th and 8th place. Press on by taking sector 2 after leaving the 1st sector. Gonna have a very good ways to do some fine reliable skill out there. It's going to be a GTX dogfight in our hands. It's going to get a little bit more tough onto that turn. Just stay on the inside whenever I see the apex. Stay well guarded. Press on to the 3rd sector. Holomonics still takes a little bit more maintain the pace. And I'm about to be going increase the pace for UDRS in Sportec. But this is definitely might be having 3 more to go. Just hang in there, folks. Don't give up hope, and this is definitely might be having a chance to stay well endurance to be on a good condition focused track. Press forward by taking the 3rd sector, and looks like Ikael in 3rd place is about to be pressing on. So it looks like he's going in to catch up onto Bloody Thorn 1887. I hope he can do it. He can probably have to take 2nd place to be in the rightful spot to be in the glory. While Scheme Knight is taking on for having an ever long lasting defense to be in 1st place whenever he's going to be closing in onto the podium. And here comes lap number 13. This is going to be doing perfectly well out there, viewers. The spectators are cheering to see the top 3 drivers is about to be going on for having a nice grueling long distance to the gap battle. I hope I could probably have to reach up onto Yard Jockey in 6th place. It looks like Quadra 23 is taking on in 5th place. How excited is that to see how he can do it? He can still barely holding on to himself to have the best rightful ways to be in the top 5 glory. Keep going at it, folks. This is definitely might be taking on for having a fastest lap out there for Scheme Knight. 1 minute and 52.76 seconds. He did everything what he could, because the practice makes matter for taking a good fastest lap around in the Nurburgring Grand Prix circuit. It takes plenty more skills to come, and experience has no looks like Shotgun Chaz has barely made a passing in. It looks like the Gold Livery Zonda R is now taking on 7th place. UDRS in Sportec is taking a lot of serious rush out there. This will might goes in by having a hot pursuit chase for the 7th place position. Coming in to have that braking point to be on the left. Stay at him. This is going to have to take a little bit more tire grip pressure to be well focusing on. It looks like Mr. Bullseye is in 9th place. He's about to be closing in onto my gap, for only 0.1 seconds behind. Just going to stay on it. He do not want to be overtake my rightful spot, and looks like he's going in for it. the Rottenham's Pagani livery is taking on 8th place. UDRS Insportec is going on to 9th place. That is going to have to take a lot of good pressure skill up and endurance out there. Moving on to take that final corner and press on by taking the 14th lap. Gonna have to keep going on for having that sportsmanship rating will be increased, but still takes a lot of pressure to take on the first turn. Better make sure to have that good monitor surveillance on the radar. That is going to be a little bit more risky to make a good close call out there. And oh man, Holomonics just barely closing in by taking the overtake, and UDRS Insportec just barely made a caution approach. But that was so close by taking a single contact, but no penalty will be affected in Sector 1, so just gonna have to take on to Sector 2. Pulling on for that braking point, just gonna have to hang in there. This is gonna have to take for a lot of heated pressure that this is definitely might need to have a nice cool air conditioner. And then looks like Scheme Knight is about to be taking on for only one more pit stop to go. He's still using the Racing Soft compound tires. I hope he's going in to have that medium. That's the perfect direction spot. Second time in a row by using the same tire compound, and he is going medium for having a nice tire set. Whenever he has to proceed, we'll press forward to move on. Oh boy, that was so close. Taking on that left turn, and Holomonics in the Monster themed livery is definitely going in to reach up onto Mr. Bullseye in 8th place. But UDRS Insportec doesn't want to be in 10th place. This has to be taking on for an ongoing struggle rush to be in the rightful middle position. And hold on, yellow flag signal just barely made a call. I bet this is definitely might be didn't give a sign on it. So it looks like it's all good for now, and the green flag will proceed, will go forward. And here we go, folks. We're about to begin by having the final lap. This is going to be the best part to be in the replay. Several pit members are about to race up the banner. This is going to be a very good class out there to see which one is going to be the fastest for the Pagani Zonda R. Scheme Knight still takes the lead, and looks like Bloody Dorn 1887 is going on for having a silver medal glory. And looks like Hyperion is going to have to take the 3rd place. A single Canadian in 2nd place whenever he's going to be reached up onto Scheme Knight. I hope he can probably have to take his ever long-lasted streak. This is going to be having 15 laps in total for only 1 minute and 52.76 seconds. Has definitely might be a very good, awesome record out there, viewers. I hope Scheme Knight can probably win this time. He can probably take it to the podium. Holomonics is still trying to have to keep holding on for his pressure grip. This is definitely might be his chance for the Monster Energy drink livery. And looks like there it goes, folks. Looks like Scheme Knight has successfully won 1st place in the 16th round of the 2020 Series Nations Cup. What in the most brilliant race ever of all time. Scheme Knight have won the race and take the gold medal to be at the podium. What a most brilliant race ever to see it. A total gap distance for only 1 minute and 5 seconds. How incredible is that? That was pretty insane, and no racer cannot be able to race with him in that matter of distance to see it. What in the most thrill of an excitement race to see it. And I hope Bloody Dorn 1887 could probably have to reach up at the final corner. This will be his 2nd place finish until AKL is going to have to take his last chance. He's going for it for having a nice silver finish. That's a very good ticket out there, viewers. And I cannot believe it. That was so close. I just barely made a good dodge. AKL is in 3rd place, and then the rest is about to be proceed onto the finish line. How excited is this to see how GTX could probably have to take on into the Grand Prix circuit of the Nurburgring. So far, so good. This is definitely might be having a good race result out there. And that's how I finally end up in 10th place. What a pretty good, excellent race out there, folks. What a very good GTX Pagani Zonda 1-make race ever of all time. Let's just gonna go over and have some nice earnings. So this is definitely might be having a lot of good mileage to be on the workout. Very good job race out there, viewers. We did perfectly well. So I hope this is definitely might be pretty good for Scheme Knight. We'll be taking on in 1st place. So I could probably led him to congratulate for the win. Bloody Thorn 1887 did pretty well to be in second place. That was pretty good, excellent to be having a good leading chase to stay well defended to be in the silver medal position. And even for Ikao, he did pretty well for having a bronze medal position. However, doing a perfect race to be taking on for having a further exercise caution from incoming dive bombing, because that's definitely might be having a result of a penalty, because just gonna make sure to have a very good respectful race out there, folks, because there's no need to have all kinds of argument until the race is over, because we're just gonna have to take a good respectful ways before moving on to the next round, because taking on for having a best part of the GTX category for the Pagani Zonda R will be drive fast and takes a lot of good required skills will be going in to be better as possible. Having a nice bright and sunny day for the Nurburgring Grand Prix, but Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps is going to be rain hard for the next round for having a Group 3 category race. Better grab your rain tires, folks, because this is going to be a tough challenge whenever we have to stay on a good balancing position to survive. Alright folks, I hope you're really enjoying watching the race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. Livery blog videos are available to watch anytime you want. This will be the entertainment showcase about different cars with liveries I have made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for continuing in the 2020 Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.